how to deal with jealousy when you're dating. In today's podcast, CeCe and I, we're going to share some of our experience with you. So stay tuned.
Hey, Blissful friends, welcome back to the Blissology Podcast. I am your host, CeCe, and I'm joined by my husband.
Hey, everybody, this is Will.
Hey, babe.
Hey. Hi, this is Will, and welcome to another episode. This is a weekly podcast where we talk about
love, life, family, and relationship.
jealousy.
You got that right. And whatever else is going on, we're going to talk it here, and even a little bit of politics. We will talk it on this podcast. Okay? We will talk about it for a short time. So guys, before we get into the topic of the day, we like to go over our blissful moment. What is your blissful moment? If you want to ask me, I have one.
What is your blissful moment?
I don't have one, actually. I don't have one, but I'm a little upset, okay? I'm a little upset.
How is that even blissful?
It's not. That's what I'm saying. I'm blissful. You know, when it comes to blissful, it's a blessing to wake up every morning, you know, with God's grace and giving us the opportunity to be alive, to see another day. That's grateful. That's blissful. But I am a little upset today.
Why?
Because Amazon kind of got under my skin today.
Why?
Listen. So earlier, okay, let me tell you what happened. I was in the office, minding my business, doing my thing. I ordered something for my husband because your wine glass got shattered. Well, not shattered, break last Friday. So because he liked it, I was like, let me just order him another wine. So I ordered him another cup, another wine glass. It's very nice. Actually, this one has it says king on it. So I got him a king one, and I'm the queen, and I got myself a queen. Okay. So here comes the Amazon guy. Didn't even ring the doorbell. He threw the box. Not drop it, guys. Not drop the box. Like he threw it. Like those FedEx people. Okay? Like those UPS people. Come on. I mean, I love Amazon. You didn't even know. I don't think you see the box on the front porch. And I'm hoping that they didn't break.
They packed these things pretty well, I'm sure.
Baby, the way the guy threw the thing, it's like he just threw it and he bangs on the door. And next thing you know, here comes the Amazon review. Read how was the driver? Was the package delivered, you know, on time or with care? Heck no. Okay? I was really upset. I was like, oh. I was clapping. Now, what I'm hoping is that the glass didn't break, okay? Because if it did, there's gonna be a phone call. I'm gonna have to call them tomorrow because I'm like, no, not Amazon. Like we order from almost every week. I mean, it doesn't have to be something big, but I was shocked. I'm like, he must be a new guy. He probably just left UPS or FedEx and then decided to, you know what, let me go work for Amazon because of the experience. And now he's treating the customers' packages like he's still working for them. No, baby, no.
No, he's like, these people keep ordering stuff. And I keep having to come in this community every week. Not us. He's getting fed up with it.
But not messing up with my order. Like,
some people like to order one thing at a time, which means these packages come individually and the driver has to take a trip to this house today a trip to the same house the next day. So if I like 5 days out of the week, they're coming to your house. At one point, they'll get upset.
But you get paid for doing your job. But let me tell you what I did. It was so like I was like so gangster earlier. I was gangster. Oh my God. I went. This is so funny. I opened the door.
What'd you do?
I went and opened the door to see if he was still around. I would have said something to him. I sure did. I did. After he threw the box, he just threw it on the floor. And I said, oh, no, you didn't. So I went and opened the door, and his truck was like long gone.
Well, he was in a hurry, obviously.
I even checked the camera to see if he was still around. I saw nothing. Not even a glance. Not even like a psh, nothing. Like the guy, I feel like he just like opened the front porch and, just threw the package.
Well, I don't know how heavy this package is, so I probably figured it's something light. So he just kind of. Oh, listen, we've had drivers that come in, and obviously this is no reflection on the company. I think this person was probably having a shorter day than he expected.
Take up my package.
So he still had a ton of packages in the truck that he needed to get to places, and you had just this one light stuff. So he just came in and threw it in.
No, you don't do that. Listen, guys.
Did he take a picture?
Listen, I don't think so. He didn't have no time. When was he going to have time to take a picture? Mind you, okay, here's the funny part about it. We have 2 chairs in the front porch and a table. He could have literally just like put it right on the chair by the front porch, and then he'll be gone. You didn't even have to make that extra step, you could just literally just open the front porch and then just put the thing on the chair or the table if you want to get like 2 steps in. If you want to get 2 steps closer to the front door.
You sure he even opened the screen door? He probably threw it from the street.
I don't know if that's possible now. But listen, I was like, let me open this front door and see if this guy's still around. Because I was going to say something to him. I was going to say, you know what?
Well, I'm glad he wasn't there because I wouldn't want you confronting anyone.
I was going.
Listen,
I opened the door.
I don't know what type of day he was having, but obviously something caused them to have not made the delivery the way they normally do. So let's look at it this way. Maybe he just gotten some news that his girlfriend is cheating on him with someone.
Boy,
and as jealous as he may be, he's taking it out on the package.
Not on my package.
Like sensitive electronic stuff in there.
Well, there's a glass in there, so I'm hoping when
the glass
I open
is
it
packed
tomorrow,
in foam and all that stuff.
Baby, when we open it tomorrow, I'm hoping that it's still in good shape. Okay, that's all I gotta say. And mind you, I'm still gonna order from Amazon. That's not gonna stop me from ordering from Amazon. If he was the guy that owned Amazon, I probably would never. But I'm glad he's not. So he just gonna have a bad ratings. That's about it. That's all it is.
Well, now I've just been given a blissful. I'm thankful that I'm going to get a new glass.
Yeah, your wine glass.
I call it wine, but I don't drink wine. I usually just fill it with whatever I can and drink it.
You do margarita.
She likes margaritas, and so I would take a sip of
I like my
stuff.
rosé almost. I only drank.
Not that fancy.
It's not fancy. It doesn't cost that much money, anyways.
Did I say anything about money? I just say I'm not that fancy.
But we like to do. Well, my husband don't really like to drink anything alcoholic, right? Like anything that has strong alcohol in it. I like to just have mine on the weekend. Nothing during the week. Give me a little bit of vodka with either margarita or rosé or whatever it is going on at the house. We'll drink it. Listen, when you're dealing with kids 24/7 and a husband,
you need some relief.
You need something to like get the edge off. And when I drink that, I am out. I'm gone. So I look forward to that on the weekend, and I think it's something that when it comes to my wine glass, so he better.
Well, you didn't order another one, so he won't be throwing any.
Oh no,
packages at your front door.
No, we'll make sure that Amazon knows about it, and that's exactly what's gonna happen.
That's his bonus. You know that, right?
That's my package that cost me $50. You know that, right?
You paid $50 for a glass?
For 2.
2?
Yes.
Why do you need another one?
Listen, I got you a king glass, so I'm going to give you the queen one. Hey, you can't have a king without a queen. Okay?
Okay.
And the one that I have,
the queen must have her king.
That's right. Oh, give me 5, baby. You got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You know, gotta have each other.
Anyway, so yes. Much for the blissful moment.
So that's my moment. I wanted to, like, my husband didn't even know about this because my daughter was like earlier, Mom, should I tell Daddy? Because they heard me. They're like, Mom, watch open the door. Is Daddy home? Like, no, it's the Amazon guy. They really did. They thought it was you that got home, and I said no. Drama. I'm actually running after someone who dropped my package, without care. Drama. I'm not dramatic. I'm just saying, I pay for my stuff. You better deliver it with care. That's what Amazon is known for. If it was UPS, don't get me wrong, nothing against your UPS people, but not the people, the company, because the people is doing that job. Listen, we all know when it comes to Amazon, they really deliver their product with care. They take pictures and they text it to you and they send it to you. Hey, was this delivered with care? Yes and no.
We're still in the middle of a pandemic. That whole Philly touchy thing no longer applies. In fact, he may have left the package on the side of the road for you. You're lucky that he brought it to your front porch.
I wish it was the guy that we had last time that when we were in the garage doing something and he can actually physically hand the package over to you. That was really nice. It didn't even say have a great day. Customer service is still important. I feel like people nowadays just don't think that it's something that people need to, to say like, have a great day or, hey, how you doing? I know there's a pandemic, but still, we human. We still gotta
We are still human?
I think so. Last time I checked, I think so. But appreciate what you're doing and care for your customers, Don't just say, hey, it's just a job. I'm just going to throw the package. I'm still upset. I'm still upset.
Okay. So much for this. Let's get into the topic of the day.
I need some vodka right now.
Woosah. Touching the pressure points. Pressure points. Woosah. No cursing.
No cursing. I don't curse, but I do get upset. But yeah, so guys, enough about Amazon. Not Amazon, the guy. Whoever you are, I hope you're watching this podcast. You see how upset you got a customer. It'd be funny
if this delivery person was a lady. Listen, let's get into the topic of the day. So as I said earlier, today's topic is how to deal with jealousy when you are dating. Now, did I date you?
Did you date me?
I think we just got up one day and got married. But it's a real thing. Jealousy in the dating stage.
Oh my God.
It's a real thing. Now,
it's a real problem.
You see how excited someone got over just a package that happened to get thrown in the front porch. Obviously, nothing's broken. I haven't opened the thing, but I'm sure everything's fine.
I'm sure something is.
You see how worked up she got over it? Woo! Let me say no more.
Okay. Where are we going with this now? Okay, I'm curious to know. Where are we going?
I'm just talking about jealousy in the dating
Where
stage.
we going, baby? Go ahead. Spit out.
Well, let me just be normal and say jealousy is a real thing. And let's face it, it usually happened early on.
It's been around since my great grandmother.
Yeah, but I'm talking about our experience and then.
But I'm just saying it's been around for a long time. Well, for decades.
Jealousy is a human feeling and emotion. So yes, it's been there. But when you find yourself dating someone, you usually experience the most jealousy at the very early stage of the dating thing.
Do you know why? I know you know why.
Well, you're getting to know this person, I'm sure, and there's little things that they may have been doing that they probably didn't realize that you had issues with it, but they're coming little by little, and you're trying to learn their ways, and especially if they had just broken up from another relationship, and you know that they may be hanging out or still the ex is still trying to get together with them. So yeah, that trust may not be there, but some people were just born with jealousy bones in their body. It's just their thing.
I feel like you're trying to tell me something here. Listen, guys, I know I am very much a jealous person. And don't get me wrong, it's because of the love that I have for my loved ones, right? Like the love that I have for my husband, my parents, my family, my daughters, my brother, my family all together. And if I see someone's hurting my loved ones or in a way, I'm gonna get upset. And let me just say, it has nothing to do with low self-esteem, right? Because sometimes we tend to look at this as a way of, oh yeah, you
Well,
either
some of it can be from low. Maybe for you, it's not from a low self-esteem standpoint, but I think many people are jealous sometimes is because they feel they may not be enough, and especially when it's girls or ladies. Feels like, this guy has all these other ladies that they think may look better than they are, that they hang out with. So, what? He may see this girl over me because maybe she's taller. Maybe she's
prettier.
Maybe she looks prettier. Or maybe she's
light skinned.
Maybe she has a bigger butt. I mean, there's usually little things.
Boobs. Yeah.
But all that comes from you not you directly, but from one person comparing themselves to the other person, and that may cause them to be jealous.
The hardest moment I feel like for any of us ladies is when we're in high school. When you're in high school,
you're immature.
You have no idea what you're doing. You see people that look cute, and because so and so happened to be talking to a girlfriend, or like a friend that happened to be a girl, and you're like, oh, okay. And you start having these emotions, right? You start thinking there may be something going on. You start thinking
that's where the insecurity and the self-esteem comes in.
Sure. But then again, it's love. It's just love.
It's not love.
Oh, okay.
At high school, I wouldn't call that love.
Then what is it, baby? What happened to people that says, I married my high school sweetheart?
Over time, they develop the love.
So you don't think that love happened while they're in high school?
Well, yes. They can appreciate different things about each other. Yes, they could. But I'll tell many high school relationships are usually very shallow. Mm-hmm. It's usually for the moments. And you'll find sometimes we're immature. We're just young. You talk about high school kids, you're like 16, 17, 18.
Well, let me rephrase that. I don't think high school. I'm going to say maybe like little kids. When they have like little flowers, little cards.
That's not love. That's now, jealousy could be, say kids.
Right.
They're so attached to their parents. Some of them they're attached to their mom. They see another guy come close to their mom. That's not their dad.
Yep.
They'll go nuts over you.
Yep.
So, but it's sometimes it's protection, it's love, it's a number of things. But when we talk about the dating part, which is outside of this whole high school thing.
Yes.
Growing up, people who's at the stage where they're looking to build something, a future together.
Right.
Yes. That jealousy, that's what we're talking about.
So were you jealous when we're dating?
Me? Well, I am jealous, but I'm not the type who act on it.
Am I the type who act?
Yes. And jealousy is a healthy thing in a sense that if you love someone, you want to protect this person. Mm-hmm. You want to make sure this person is not being taken advantage of. And the other person would want you to be jealous.
Right.
Because if they could just go and do whatever and you're like, you're fine.
Yeah.
Then what's the point?
Yeah.
You show that you don't care if you just go. But you can be jealous, but don't go nuts over it. And don't start, sometimes jealousy come a lot from lack of trust.
Yes.
And that's what I've always said. If I trust you to do the right thing, I don't have to panic over it. Now, if you do something inappropriate, we will have a chat about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But just because someone talked to you, I'm not going to go nuts over it. You can talk to people. Right?
No.
I think it's normal to speak to people.
I think it's normal to speak to people, absolutely. But I think there's a level of what are we talking about? Like if you're dating someone, there's like boundaries. There's like, okay, I'm dating you. These are my, there's certain things you cannot do.
Well,
And
yes.
I think in the beginning of a dating stage, you need to let that person know, right?
Some of the things you're comfortable with, some of those that you're not.
I'm not comfortable you texting your ex-girlfriend. I'm not
But
comfortable
if I'm texting saying that bring me my hat because I left it at your place, that's no big deal.
First of all, why were you at her place?
When we were together, I had my favorite hat
well, I would tell you
buy another one. It could have been I left something.
I would tell you get another one or I'll buy you another one. You don't need nothing from your ex-girlfriend.
What if she owed me some money and I'm texting her that I need to get paid?
Why?
There could be legitimate reason that may be beneficial for me and for you.
No,
that I'm texting her.
I truly feel like when you're dating someone, there should not be any shape or forms when it comes to like communication with an ex. That's just my personal opinion. Like if I'm dating you, the communication should be between you and I, not like a third party that used to have a fling or a thing for you. You know what I mean? Like when we're dating someone, communication with that person or even friends with that person on Facebook, there should just be no friendship at all on social media. First of all, you friend with that person, you go on social media and you see their pictures at the beach chilling.
And sometimes they put them as just so you can see.
Right. Exactly my point. So communication, there should not be any communication with an ex, when you're dating someone. Like
people need to learn to move on. If you're no longer with an ex, you're no longer with an ex. Now, I'm not saying go and severed, like I'm gonna go on unfriend, but you don't need to be friends with your ex anyway because things didn't work out. Now, not every relationship is right. Sometimes we're just incompatible, but that doesn't mean as human beings we can't socialize. But when you're in a new relationship, you gotta remember your ex is your ex. You have a history with this person.
That's your past.
And sometimes you may relapse and go back to doing things.
Right.
So and this is where there need to be a boundary. But if the ex happened to maybe send a happy birthday wishes, you don't have to beat the guy up because
no,
sir. Get a nice little flower emoji text that says happy birthday, I miss you.
Oh, then you'll be dead. You'll just be dead. It's just, to me, I feel like that's your past. It didn't work out. Then let it just be where it's at. It's dead, right? Let's not bring it back up. Whatever happened, it just didn't work out. So therefore, there should not be any, I like this picture. First of all, why are you wishing him a happy birthday and with hearts and with flowers or whatever? What are you
But a
trying
lot
to
of
say?
other people are wishing that person.
But that's
happy
okay.
birthday.
A lot of people didn't have that relationship with your ex-girlfriend or your ex-boyfriend, right? So you kind of feel like, okay, then sometimes that's when you don't know who's communicating. Like there's a thing going on. Because this shit could be like trying to get you back and trying to ruin something that you have currently by bringing flowers or wishing you happy birthday on Facebook or whatever, or sending you a card. When I say you, I'm not talking about directly to him. I'm just talking in general. There's certain things you just don't do when you're dating someone. Let me just say, out of respect for that person, you just have to cut off whatever you used to do with that ex-person.
Yes. And rightfully so, I think out of respect, you should put your ex where they belong.
No texting.
Whether it's an ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, remember they're an ex.
Right.
Now, if you're going to have a relationship with this person, make sure that the new person that you're with understands and is okay with it.
There's no way I would ever be okay with that.
However, if you happen to be in a social event and you happen to come across your ex, you can say hi. I think there's no harm in this. You can say hi to people. You can ask how you've been, what you've been up to. Not that it's the normal things that we come across. Anyone
Why
that
would you want to know what you've been up to? Just hi and bye.
Okay, then hi and bye.
Ladies,
man, good thing I didn't have an ex. It probably would have been tough on me.
You had an ex. Your ex is gone, long gone. Listen, ladies, let me know in the comment below if I'm wrong, right? Like, why would you want to say, hey, how you been? There's people out there that probably be comfortable with that, but then I'm personally not comfortable with for you to just hang out and says, hey, how you been? What's going on? who's your new boo or
no, you wouldn't. I wouldn't go into all this.
Listen, here's the thing: when you start saying how things are, what's going on, and there's kind of like things start coming back up, like back in the days, kind of like memories. To me, that's how I feel. I mean, if you see an ex at a party, an event, and you just like, hey, that's it.
Or the ex says, hey, can I have this dance?
If someone said that to you, what would you say?
I'd say I'd like to, but my wife is here.
And she'll kill me.
And I probably would not make it home.
You would not make it home. You probably would I would probably just leave you at the place with that person and never come back. Again.
This is the kind of person she is.
I'm just saying, out of respect for the person that you are with, you should not have any communication with someone that was already in your life. If it didn't happen, it didn't work out, This is it. There should not be any shape or form of communication, whether if it's on phone number, text, social media. No, I'm just like that. I have no problem for us to be at an event. You see that person, you wave or you said hi, and that's about it. But as far as us sitting and conversating, like for what?
This is a true jealous person speaking.
I'm not jealous. Who's agreeing with me here? Come on, ladies, help me out. Leave me a comment. Leave me something down below. Let me know. Would you feel comfortable if your man is just standing in a crowd, like at a party? Let's just say if you happen to walk away, then you come back and you see your man and that ex talking. How would you feel? Like, would you? To me, I would start thinking there's something they're talking
getting
about.
Back together?
Right.
No. See, you shouldn't think this way.
Not so much getting back together, just like why, what they're saying. I'll just start wondering what's going on.
People are people. It could have been anyone else that your boyfriend is talking to. And this is where, like, my jealousy is different than hers. See, hers is like, you just cut it. See, me on the other end.
I don't cut it.
See, me on the other end, I believe talking is not inappropriate. If you meet this person in a social setting and you say hi and you catch up a little bit, that's fine.
Why are we catching up?
You may want to know what they're doing.
Why do you care?
You don't care. Just a conversation. We make conversation.
Why do we need to make conversation?
I don't know. Just like anyone else you talk to. Like
anyone else is different, honey.
See, this is like...
See, I asked a question, he got choked up.
No, not that I got choked up. See, I look at things differently than you do.
Right.
Like, although I'm jealous, but if you're not doing something that I consider inappropriate, I'm not going to give you a hard time over it. I believe there's no harm in having a conversation with someone. Now, if you have the conversation, you share numbers, and then the next day you texting.
Ha ha ha.
Well, you can laugh in a conversation. Someone may tell a joke. Then if this becomes somewhat of a reestablishment of another relationship, then I have an issue with it. But if you see the person one night, you talk, and then for like 5 minutes or so, and then you're back to your night, it's nothing for me to like start questioning on your way home. What the hey? No. I trust, and this is where my trust is. I trust that if we say we're married, but we're dating, but we've been dating, we understand each other. And I know I have enough trust to know what you can do and what you cannot do. Over things so tiny like this, I'm not going to give you a hard time. I will let you know from the get-go. These are the lines, there's some lines you shouldn't cross. So I remember we went to a wedding and she got pissed. I'm talking about crazy upset. And it was over a dance with someone. Now I'm talking about an innocent dance where we were dancing like 6 feet away from each other.
Not to me.
It almost as if there was COVID then. Right?
Oh my God, it wasn't that bad. No, there was not much of a distance. Listen.
And we're all friends because we were part of a group together. So to me, it was like no big deal. And I don't think the girl thought it was anything either.
The girl did not think it was anything. And of course, girls, when you dance with... Listen, guys, let me tell you this. I was so upset that night.
She took it out on her car.
I was so upset.
I mean, I felt bad for the car.
I felt like my husband was, at that time we were dating. And to me, it was just like disrespectful. Like you with someone and you go and date and dance with someone else. I mean, like, what does that say about you? Like you can't, that it's okay for me to go ahead and dance with someone while I'm with someone at a party. I mean, I was
among friends.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And the girl was my friend too. So it's still messed up. What I'm trying to say, it's messed up. You know, like you with someone, you want to be faithful to that person, right? I want to be able to trust you.
Are you saying dancing is unfaithful?
What I'm trying to say is you were with me that night and you left and you went and danced with someone else while I'm sitting on the table. I don't remember what I was doing, but I wasn't there or
you were helping because we were helping.
Oh yeah, I was helping.
So you had to go do something.
So
and she happened to grab me, I think, and then we did like 2-second dance. I'm not. We were like the two steps, and we were.
Listen,
away.
if a girl come to you and says, "Hey, I have a girlfriend," or "I'm with someone," oh no, I'm busy, not right now. And you know,
I wasn't doing anything. I was standing.
I feel like the girl was being wrong too, because the fact that she knew that we were together and come and ask her to dance with her, that alone to me was like the way of getting me upset. You know, was trying like, hey, listen, I'm with your man. I'm this with your man. I don't think whatever she wanted to do that night did accomplish, because I was really upset and I drove off. I got home. My parents were already asleep. My parents, my brother, everybody was asleep. Okay. And I was like crying. It was like really bad. And I started questioning myself, like, really bad? Like, really? Like,
see what I mean?
is this someone that I can trust? Like if we out somewhere and I happen to go in the bathroom, that he's gonna check with someone. I mean, I was upset. I have my reason for being upset. Like you dating someone. And the thing is too, like when you date someone, you gotta be able to let that person know.
Yeah, I'm dating someone I can't dance with yet.
Right.
I didn't know that.
You gotta be strong. I feel like not nowadays, I feel like some of these guys, or they just like so afraid to hurt someone's feeling. I was never the type of person that grab you to come and dance. I was more like of a reserve. I'm still reserved type of person. Like if I'm at an event, I would prefer to just sit and watch until someone approach me. And I think that's a lady like. I think every lady should do that. It's a ladies thing, right? But I think when you're dating someone, there should be where, okay, you should not be texting your ex-girlfriend or your ex-boyfriend. First of all, why does he has your number, or why does she has your number?
Because they had it.
Listen, here's the thing. If there was a connection in high school or way before or whatever, we were friends, right?
Yeah.
We were like really, really friends. And if it's so, it still doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. I'm the type of person, it didn't work out, I'm done. I'm not saying you're dead to me, okay? What I'm saying is I'm the type of person, I move on. It's like you work for a company that you no longer work there anymore.
They walk you out of the office.
Work you out. They forget about you. You forget about them.
See,
point blank. Period.
Oh, I remember another instance.
Oh my God, Abby, how many do you have?
I think we went to the movies, and I don't think you went to the movies. And there was one other girl that was there, and I think we only sat close to each other at the movies. And one of her friends went and told her, "Hey, we'll sat close to so and so."
That's when you know you have good friends. Okay. Shout out to my good friends. You know who you are. You know? Man, that's when you know you have good friends. Listen, you need at least that good friend, okay? I feel like she had my back, and she sure did. And first of all, my husband did like some things. I feel like sometimes, baby, what are you even thinking? You know, are you even thinking? But I don't know if we were dating at that time. We probably were just like friends.
I don't know, but
I think, listen, here's
I know that it was an issue, and I was reported to you, and I heard about it. Oh, there was another instance. We were at church actually, and I saw this girl that I knew. We had worked together, and then I went like this, "Hey, how you been?" and so forth.
Why you?
Someone went and reported me.
I have people that watch him, but. Well, yes, we had a few my husband don't think that whatever like him hugging girls or him talking to girls is not is okay. He think it's okay. See, but the thing is, he think it's okay. But there's people's gonna come to me and says, "Hey, I saw your husband, or I saw your boyfriend or your fiance at the time, talking to so and so or doing like." I had people, okay, that's gonna report back. I don't ask them to do so. It's like
I felt like there was a squad of dating police out there. If I sneeze the wrong way, she knows about it.
I did. People were protecting me from you, I guess, in a way. They were just like, protecting me.
There was a time I got a call from a friend.
So
we were friends before I even knew her. I got a call when she found out that so and so called me.
You weren't friends before you knew her. I don't think so.
Anyway, I knew her for a little while, and obviously she called me. I don't remember what we talked about. She found out that's who called me. I heard about it. There was that one time someone looked at me. I didn't even look at the person. Someone looked at me.
My husband's spilling the tea tonight. Let me get my tea, okay? Keep going, baby, because we have a list.
I'm laying the fact that you are a jealous person, and your jealousy and mine is very different. Now, us guys, we some of us are crazy jealous, but many of us we look at things differently than ladies do, and I'm sure some ladies look at things differently than other ladies. So it's.
But I think it's love.
I'm not disputing the fact that it is love. I'm sure it is love. It's protecting. It's feeling that this belongs or this person belongs to me and no one else. I understand.
But if we're friends, that's fine. If we're like friends, we just friends. You can have all the girl friends, that you want to have. Like
with limitations. Like let me give you an example. Say you could have some friends. Say maybe in a group that we're in. If I'm on a corner, maybe talking to one. She probably want to know what we're talking about.
I feel like I'm the bad guy tonight, but I'm the perfect example when it comes to that. I am. Yes. I'm not going to lie. I'm perfect example. And that's just how I am. Like I care about the person that I'm with, and attention is required. Like if it's someone.
She needs attention.
I love attention, but I don't like being the center of attention. There's two different things, two different meanings.
Well, it depends on the setting. Say, for instance, if it's a social event, she'll take the back, and it kind of handles things in the back. She doesn't want to get recognitions and be put out there. Right. However, if we go somewhere and we sit somewhere, all the conversation needs to be directed to her.
No, that's not true.
If I turn around and have like a 2-minute conversation with someone else.
Well, first of all, if you're with someone... And then if you turn around and talk to someone else, I'm okay with that. I never said I'm not okay. But if you like devoted your attention to that person, it doesn't have to be a girl. It could be a guy, right? You just talk, and you neglect the person that you're with. And I'm going to feel like, okay, then what's the point of me being here?
That reminds me of the Obama and Michelle meme. I don't recall. I think they were at a place and there was this lady.
This white lady. This white lady.
And you can see Michelle.
That was like me.
Not having it.
Not having it. Like, you dating someone. Why are you having a long talk with another chick while your girl that you're with is sitting right there? First of all, if you don't want this girl, let her go. Let her walk. Not that I'm saying
I was just going to say that's a good point you just made. Now, I'm the type, I like to talk to people, but I do have to be mindful that I'm with someone.
Sometimes I remember I used to reminded you. I had to remind you, hey, listen, there's certain things you can't do in a relationship. There's certain things you cannot do when you're dating someone.
Don't follow me at work.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
But you know what? I appreciate the fact that I know that she cares and she wants to keep me. This way I know that she will do whatever she can to make sure that I'm around. So it's reassuring. Know that your woman is on you. I mean, I talk to people, I say hi to people, I socialize with people, I like to talk.
Sometimes I feel like you socialize too much. Let's just say
I crack a joke and she's like, why? Now I don't give compliments. I'd probably say something that make you laugh. And she's like, you didn't have to say that.
Here's what I'm saying. When you're dating someone, there has to be boundaries. When you're dating someone, when you don't know that person well enough, right? I don't know you well enough. But if you start doing these things, I'm gonna start questioning, can I trust this guy? Is he too friendly? Because sometimes it's not just guys who take advantage of girls. It's both ways. A girl can take advantage of a guy because of the way he talks to that girl. There's flirtations. When you start flirting with a guy, and there's this guy has a girl, but yet you're still flirting with him to see if he's gonna start liking you. Next thing you know, things gonna happen.
This hasn't happened to me, and I don't flirt.
Yeah, my husband doesn't flirt.
I'm a friendly guy. Now, I know my limit, I know my boundary, and I talk to people. I may crack a joke here and there, and that's kind of it. You're
a friendly guy. When you're friendly, sometimes girl thinks that you're flirting with them. It's because you don't know. I'm sure you know. But because I am a woman, I know that's the thing. When there's someone is talk to you in a way, and you kind of look at it, okay, is this guy flirting or is he being friendly?
I'll have to learn the difference. but I know my limit, and obviously I love this woman with all my heart, so I don't intend to do any craziness. I mean, I still believe that as people we can't run away from people and pretend that we don't see or we don't know people that we know.
Right.
Yes, we may be jealous, but we can't let our jealousy prevent us from interacting with people. And this is where if you're jealous, we're all jealous. I am. We're all jealous. If we're with someone,
I have some stuff for you. I have some stuff on YouTube, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, I'm not jealous.
I have some stuff on YouTube, baby. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not.
They're not as bad as the things.
They're not as bad for real.
So, but I think we have to be able to gauge how we react when we run into things that makes us feel crazy jealous. And sometimes remember, the person that you're with may not have intended for any of this to happen. It was probably an innocent conversation. Don't make it a bigger thing than it actually should be. Because sometimes people can come without even asking, hey, what happened? They start accusing you of doing this, doing this, doing this. This hasn't happened to me, but I know it can happen. And before you know it, it becomes a much bigger issue than it actually is. Like a talk with an ex, it may have been something so innocent that had nothing to do with anything. But because you already feel that, yeah, the ex probably trying to get together, then you're already accusing the person of cheating.
Right.
And that will get in the middle of your relationship.
Absolutely.
Especially if that person that you're accusing didn't do something. If they're not in the right mindset, they will try to defend themselves, and that can blow into a crazy argument.
True.
So
I'm glad I mean, I don't think we've had that crazy arguments. I don't think we never did. We never had that.
Yeah, well, I've had the cases that you got pissed. But hey, listen.
Yeah, that was that was like 15 years ago. And but the one about the church, you putting your arm on that girl, that was just so messed up. I just thought about it. I'm like, yeah, this one was really messed up. How are you gonna do this to someone? No. First of all. But listen, there's boundaries. That's all I gotta say. You gotta know your limit. If you know someone is dating someone, just be mindful. Just be mindful that, listen, I don't want to break anyone's relationship. I don't want to break I don't want to break their thing, whatever they have going on. You know what I mean? I may like this guy, but this guy already in a relationship with this girl.
So I'm gonna stay away from this guy.
That's it. Or stay away from this girl. Because sometimes it's all it takes is just one thing.
Yeah. And know the person. Know the person that you're with.
Yes.
If they're a jealous person and you intend to be with them long term, don't do things that will throw them off.
Don't.
Because we all have different ways of handling our feelings. Mm-hmm. Where she will go crazy over something I do, I won't go crazy over even if she did the same thing, because I think differently and I look at things differently, and it's okay to be different.
Absolutely.
But no, the things like these things that I mentioned to you, I know that they will throw her off. I make sure that when I find out that she got crazy pissed because I put my arm around that girl's shoulder, I don't put my arm around girls' shoulders anymore.
Think about it though. Like, that was so messed up. I'm just saying. You dating someone and you putting your arm around someone else.
Anyway, so
now I'm having all this kind of flashback. You in trouble.
I'm hoping that I get to stay in the house for the next few days.
Well, you know what? She's married, and I'm sure she's happily married.
So now if I see her, I can put my arm around her.
Why would you want to do that?
She's married.
Her husband will kill you. No, it's not going to be me anymore. It's her husband, okay? Her husband.
I'm bigger than he is.
I don't know about that.
Well, I'm bigger than most people.
Yes, I don't know about that.
Anyway, so this is it. When you're dating, jealousy. Yes. Well, not just when you're dating, even when you're married. That's a whole different subject. When you're dating, jealousy is a real thing. And as you get to know this person, find out what would work for your relationship. What things are acceptable, and lay out your expectations.
Yes.
You know, if I don't ever want you to talk to your ex before we even finish with the first that I'm going to tell you, you know that ex, I don't want to hear or ever see this person anywhere near you. So if you see this person, you'll run.
Don't do that.
At least they know. I'm talking about if you have this crazy expectation, lay it out up front.
People, you gotta say hi.
If it's me dating you and you tell me this, then I would say, you know what? Should we go on a second date? Or should I just say, thank you very much, enjoy your meal? We'll see you. So, but be upfront. If there's things you don't like, things that will throw you off, it's best to say it up front. This way the person know exactly what's expected.
Don't be a serial killer either. Because it's people who are so jealous that they become like a serial killer.
They go after that person.
They go after that person. They chase you at night. They want to see everything you're doing.
She watches.
I don't do that.
Too many movies. And stuff.
I used to watch a lot of Lifetime.
Yes, those things only happen in movies. So,
but
please.
Yes, don't be a serial killer. You know, when you're chasing you chase that guy or that girl wherever they go, you like watching them. Staring at them.
Anyway, so everybody, this is it. Thank you very much for tuning in and listening to our experience when it comes to dealing with this jealous woman here. But you know what? If you understand the person that you're with, you understand, you lay out from the beginning the things that are appropriate, or at least you learn from the experiences on the things that are acceptable and are not.
Just boundaries.
You'll be able to have a very fulfilling relationship, and you'll avoid all those crazy arguments where someone is blaming or accusing someone of cheating or doing something they shouldn't have done.
Right.
Is when you know the stuff that are appropriate, and you make sure you operate within those boundaries. Now I'm talking about both of you, both of you in the relationship. You know what's expected and what should be.
Yes.
It makes it a much better experience.
Yes.
So thank you very much for listening and hearing our experience. I'm hoping that some of you can relate to what I've been through. Hey, please share the podcast with anyone you think this may be beneficial to, and shout out to all my single people who listen to this podcast.
Yes.
I'm sure that you're not as jealous as someone here.
I'm sure someone is worse than me out there. Listen.
Hey, if this is your first time with us, we appreciate you. And please remember to subscribe. Remember to hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we put out these videos. And for those of you who have been with us since the beginning, we appreciate you.
Beginning of time, we love you.
Yes, please continue to support the channel.
Yes.
Now, you can actually listen to us on SoundCloud, TuneIn, Apple Podcasts. Because sometimes you can listen to these things while you're driving.
Yeah, while you're at work.
Don't get fired for listening to us. But we appreciate you and thank you for supporting the channel. And until next Saturday,
bye.
Peace.